Zoe and welcome back to another video. Today I am doing another travel journal with me video. I did one of these a couple of months ago and a lot of you guys seem to really like it, so I figured I would do one again. This is from the same trip, which was like 3 years ago now, which is actually crazy for me to think about. Like, I was doing this journal and I was like, whoa, really weird. I was going to be a freshman and now I'm going to be a senior, and it's just like, whoa, mind blown. On this particular spread, I was scrapbooking how I stayed with a girl in Italy at her house. It was a homestay. It was absolutely terrifying at the time, but as soon as I got there, she made me feel really comfortable. I had a ton of fun with her. We went to a summer camp, and then we also went to Verona. And then the other thing that I put on the spread was when we visited Fossili, which was a transit camp. So during World War II, it was where people would be sent to, Jews would be sent to, before being sent off to a concentration camp, which was really sad, but I think it's important to see that kind of thing. So I wanted to make sure I had them both on the page, and yeah, so I will hand you off to the voiceover now. First of all, here is a little overview of the supplies that I'm using. Most of it is from this art kit that I got, I don't even know when, in like middle school or even before then. So it's pretty old, but it's all pretty standard stuff, and I'm sure you can find watercolors like it pretty much anywhere. So starting off, I printed off a whole bunch of pictures onto photo paper, and I am just cutting those out. Looking at all these pictures honestly makes me so sad. Like, I'm just like, I want to go back right now. Verona was absolutely gorgeous. Julia, the girl I stayed with, was so sweet, and all the kids that we met at the camp were so nice. Please just take me back there. Anyway, now onto the actual journal. I cannot keep this journal open just because of the way the spine is and the paper is, and I'm not complaining because it's a pretty notebook, but it does get a little bit irritating at times. So instead, I usually just use a piece of paper, I fold it in half, and I lay out what I'm going to do on that. This was the brochure from Fossili, which was the transit camp that I was talking about. And I decided to just cut out the logo at the top. Most of the brochure was all in Italian, which kind of makes me sad because I really wish I could read it, but oh well. Then that bag that I cut out was a gift bag that they gave me a present in. My homestay family gave me a gift in, so I decided to cut that out. Here I am just checking this one girl's name. Her name was Diana. She was so cute, like actually the cutest little girl I've ever seen, and she tried so hard to speak English, and when she couldn't figure out the word, she just kind of gesture, and we worked it out and we really got along so well. Oh, she was so sweet. So here I am again, just laying out the pictures, taking a picture so that once I moved it all off of the piece of paper, I would still remember what it looked like. And I guess I'm texting my mom there, I don't really know. You guys, this makes me so sad. Okay, so now I'm actually opening the journal, and you'll see my creative ways of keeping it open in a moment. I do have the pages flagged because I wanted to make sure I had them all, so that if I ever want to go and do trips that I've done more recently, I will have all the pages I need for that particular trip, if you get my gist. So yeah. I use my wreck this box to try to keep the journal open. It's actually such a pain not being able to keep the journal open. But it's okay because it's a pretty notebook, and I really like the whole vibe I get from the notebook, so I don't mind that much. But that picture there is of Verona, which is honestly a hidden gem. Like, I did not realize how beautiful Verona was until I went there. I'd never really heard of it. I mean, just in like Romeo and Juliet and like Shakespeare, and like I understand where Shakespeare is coming from because the city itself was gorgeous. Also, it had a like amphitheater, like a Roman Colosseum type thing, and I was like, wait, they have this in other places besides Rome? And Julia, my homestay sister, was like, yes. I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. It honestly was really cool, and I might have liked it more than the Roman Colosseum because it was a lot more intact, and I think that was really interesting. And then also they had like this statue from like of Juliet in her house, but like it's a made-up story, so I was a bit confused about that. I was like, so was Romeo and Juliet real now? But I guess it's just a tourist thing. Here I am just trying to paint in some flowers because I am not artistic at all, really. I just slap some watercolor on the page and hope it looks semi-decent, and to be honest, I kind of like the way it looks. I think it's just authentic, matches the whole vibe of the notebook, and it's all me, so like I think it's more fun just being yourself than trying to be as artistic as other people, because maybe I'm making a new type of art. Who knows? Here I am just outlining all the pictures. I went with like a blue, pink, and kind of greenish. I tried to go off of the pictures themselves just so that all the pictures kind of fit in the spread, if you know what I mean. And now I'm going with my Tombow dual brush pen, and I am writing in different things. I have a pink one and a green one, again to just go with the colors that I chose for the spread. My hair is all wet there. I had just taken a shower when I filmed this. I really want to go back to Italy, you guys. It's so gorgeous. If you ever get the chance to go, make sure you do. Go to Verona too. It's really interesting. Fossili was a hard day, but I think it was definitely worth the trip and worth the experience of going there and seeing a place like that. Fossili was really interesting there because after being a transit camp, it was also like an orphanage and like a homeless shelter, I believe. I could be a little bit wrong there, but I'm pretty sure that's what they said. And I just found that so interesting. I mean, it's abandoned now and it's more of a museum, but that's just really interesting the way that a place can transform from one thing to another. And that is the finished spread, I believe.
I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below if you want me to do more videos like this, because I really love doing this. I think it's a fun way for me to be artistic and then also to create good content for you guys. Make sure to subscribe to see more of me and more journaling videos, and yeah, I will see you next time. Bye!